The Intergovernmental Authority on Development held a summit on Friday in the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa. The summit focused on the security and political situation in Somalia, condemning the recent attacks against civilians in Mogadishu. CCTV's Girum Chala starts us off with that report.
The 21st IGAD Heads of States and Government Summit was held in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, participating 5 heads of states, including the first-timer, the newly elected Kenyan President Uhuru Kenyatta. This Intergovernmental Authority on Development IGAD Summit chose the current situation in Somalia as its main agenda of discussion. While making the opening speech, IGAD's chairperson, Ethiopia's Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn, said Somalia has brought remarkable progress over the past 6 months. This includes staging a relatively peaceful elections and a president in office.
We have witnessed positive developments in our sub-region, and particularly in Somalia. The 8-year transition in Somalia has ended with the election of a new parliament, president, and the establishment of the federal government. The security situation in this sisterly country is improving.
In their closed session, presidents of Somalia, Uganda, Kenya, South Sudan, the Prime Minister of Ethiopia, as well as governments of Sudan and Djibouti have discussed the issue of regional peace and security, as well as the Horn of Africa showed remarkable economic growth over the past few years. Security remains to be the toughest challenge that needs to be addressed collectively through regional organizations like IGAD.
I would like to once again underline that IGAD fully supports the effort of the federal government of Somalia to engage the regions in its effort to create an all-inclusive and legitimate regional administration.
The Intergovernmental Authority on Development is primarily designed to bring the states of the Eastern Africa region closer, with clearer visions of creating a more developed, integrated and peaceful society via recurrent and constructive dialogues. Apart from that, cooperation between member states, be it economically, socially, politically and militarily, is what IGAD stands for.
The Assembly reaffirmed the strong solidarity among IGAD members in their commitment to continue supporting the government-led reforms in the various priority areas, and in light of upcoming international conference on Somalia, in particular the London conference to be held on 7 May 2013.
The IGAD Heads Extraordinary Summit also condemned the recent escalation of violence against civilians in Mogadishu and condemned all spoilers. Also welcomed the Somali federal government's document titled National Stabilization Plan and restated the needs for all processes, particularly the ongoing efforts towards setting up Somali regional administration and stabilization efforts to be anchored. The fight against the militant group Al-Shabaab in the region remains to be priority number 1 for the leaders of the IGAD states, as per the understandings made at this 21st Heads of States Summit. Many believe the efforts of this Eastern Africa Authority, one way or another, is successful, especially on the issues of peace and security, with of course significant challenge ahead as business still needs to be concluded in the region in quite a number of areas. Girum, CCTV, Addis Ababa, Ethiopia.